Okay, you have to come with me to my desk because out of all of the stories this week, this one doesn't even seem real. There's this guy in Florida who's accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. Just watch. He's gonna grab the diamonds and then bounce. There he is. So he got away with that part, but then he got pulled over for a broken taillight. Ooh, he's about to get busted. So what does he do? Okay, are you ready for this? Troopers say they watched him swallow the jewelry. Yep, there it is. 800,000 bucks worth of diamonds sitting in his belly. So here's the Colorado tie. Investigators learned that the same guy is facing charges, accused of stealing up to $1 million worth of jewelry from a Colorado Springs jewelry store in 2022. So my curiosity is getting the best of me here. Do these diamonds come out? Will they be sold to anyone else? Actually, maybe I don't want to know.
Have you heard?
It's getting real. Portillo's is one step closer to coming to Colorado. One more time because it just sounds so good. Portillo's is one step closer to coming to Colorado. They've submitted development plans for a few spots around the Denver metro area. Let me show you. All right, the first one is proposed for North Tower Road and East 56th Avenue. Another in Littleton near C470 and Broadway, and in Thornton at the Denver Premium Outlets near I-25. My power ranking, it's not easy, but it would be beef, Chicago dog, then chopped salad. And let me tell you, I always got room for cheese fries. I would challenge anybody to a Portillo's cheese fry eating competition. And just trust me, get the chocolate cake. Now I need to know your order. There are no wrong answers and I am not judging, but it will tell me a lot about you. Hit me. Well, you definitely don't need me or the fashion police to tell you that the color orange and the color green really don't go together. They kind of clash, especially along East Colfax. Here's what's happening. All of this orange means less green. The construction work means fewer people are coming into businesses, which means less revenue. Businesses tell 9 News they are hurting, but help could be on the way. Sprinkling in a little bit more green in the midst of all of that orange. Today, my friends, is the last day to apply for the Business Impact Opportunity Fund grant. The BIO Fund from Denver Economic Development and Opportunity was created years ago. It was used to help businesses impacted by COVID-19. It still exists. Now it's being used to help businesses impacted by the orange, the BRT construction. A construction costs hundreds of millions of dollars and it'll last several years. The grants are for $7,500 or $15,000. The Colfax Business Improvement District says they can use that money for anything like rent or supplies, really anything that'll help them with the green that's been impacted by the orange that's put their revenue in the red. For businesses applying today, just keep in mind, you're gonna have to show a 20% drop in revenue over a 3-month period from when construction started compared to last year. Your deadline is 5 o'clock tonight, Tuesday, March 18th. Don't miss it. And hey, with more green coming in because of this grant, maybe orange and green do kind of go together. Fashion Police hotline is 1-800-566. Well, it's a good thing I wore my hair up today in a bun. Otherwise, we would be having some problems. The wind in Boulder is no joke this morning. This is typically a windy spot. We know that. The wind just zooms right down the flat irons, but this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, wind event of the season here in Boulder. Just a couple examples for you. Oh, look at this. My lanyard is picking up one too. Look at that. Actually, I've seen gusts as high as 84 miles an hour this morning. That was at 4:30, but it's been an all-night thing. It was at 81 miles an hour. That kept a lot of people awake. The people were talking on social media. Someone said, no one in the house is sleeping, not even the dogs. Someone else joked, I might wake up in Kansas at this point. Well, oh my God. Wow. Like I was saying, if you are waking up in Boulder this morning, you might actually not have power. Excel is reporting more than 100 outages so far. The wind calmed down for a second, so maybe let's just take a quick moment to enjoy the sunrise. Okay, pretty. Good news though, this is only expected to last just a couple more hours, so if you have a small dog or a toupee, just be careful. Hey y'all! Okay, no, if that made you uncomfy, believe me too. It is so not natural, it is so painfully not me, but I am outnumbered. Y'all is dictionary.com's best regional word. Y'all. Right there. If we scroll down though, you'll see it's broken up by region. So y'all from the south actually beat stoked from the west. In round 4, y'all beat out ope. We have already established I'm not a y'aller. but I am an oper. You stub your toe on the kitchen table for the third time this week in the same exact spot. Oh, you accidentally touch hands and lock eyes with someone at the grocery store while you're reaching for that same carton of coveted eggs. Oh, you realize you're the third wheel. Again. Oh. How about this? I'll leave you with an honorable mention for round 16. We've got Hella versus Chimichanga. Oh, wait, am I allowed to say Hella on here? If you have one of these and you live here, you're gonna start handing over a little bit more of this. That was my emergency 20 that I keep in the back of my phone case. Please, nobody steal it. Anyways, it's all to address slower response times when you call 911. Right now, people with cell phone and landline bills with the Denver billing address pay $120 every month for 911 on their phone bill. But in June, that's gonna jump up 90 cents a month to $212. Denver City Council just approved that fee increase within the last week. The Denver Department of Public Safety says it was glad that they were able to make that change to keep people safe. But say raising prices for people is not something they take lightly. That increase will also help pay for staffing. The director of Denver 911 says even though they're at a 5-year staffing high, they still gotta hire 41 more people. The director of Denver 911 says because of some new challenges, they're not answering those 911 calls as quickly as they would like to. He says lately, 84% of 911 calls are answered within the first 15 seconds. But in January and February, less than 80% of those calls were answered in the first 15 seconds. Bottom line, I'll leave you with some impressive math. An extra 90 cents per month for 12 months is only about half of your emergency 20 for a full year. Isn't that sneaky? You can't even tell it's there. Good morning. Just got on scene here a couple minutes ago where an Aurora police chase ended with a crash on I-25 in Arapahoe. Take a look at this. That white truck is completely turned upside down, all 4 wheels up in the air. Here's what we know so far. This all started around 1:30 in the morning while you were sleeping. Aurora police got a call about someone threatening with a gun in a red car near 32nd Avenue and 32nd Place. Police say officers found that car heading east on Colfax, then onto 225. Police say that white truck got in the way of officers getting to the red car. Police say a person or people in the white truck started throwing stuff out of the car, even shooting at officers. They made their way to I-25 and police were able to stop the white truck here at Arapahoe Road where it flipped onto its side. Police say a man and woman inside that white truck were hurt and taken to the hospital. Police say they will be charged, we just don't know with what yet. Aurora police says they did find a gun here on scene. And as for that red car, police say it did get away. I called Aurora police this morning. I wanted to know if we can get a description of that red car to see if there's anything that you should be looking out for. As soon as I get that information, I'll bring it to you. In the meantime, 25 in Arapahoe is an absolute mess, so if that is a part of your commute this morning, today's gonna be a good day for a couple of things. One, you're gonna want Google Maps, maybe find a workaround. 2, you're gonna want a good playlist if you do have to come through this because you're gonna be staring at brake lights for quite a bit this morning. Well, it turns out Mariah Carey is not the Grinch who stole a Christmas song. The only thing she has stolen is probably your sanity because every time you hear that song, it just doesn't leave your head. I am so sorry for reminding you. Let's get into it. So a copyright lawsuit over her classic All I Want for Christmas Is You was just dismissed in a Los Angeles court. A couple songwriters were looking for $20 million in damages. They claimed Carey stole their track with the same name. Cue the fancy musicologist. The fancy musicologist took out the magnifying glass to take a look. The musicologist decided that the similarities between the two songs just wasn't enough. So Mariah, if you're watching, you're good, girl. All I Want for Christmas Is You has sold more than 10 million copies. The song has been streamed more than 2 billion times as of last December. I will probably take credit for about 1 billion of those at least. And since nobody asked, Christmas is in 278 days. So you all better behave this weekend because he is always watching.